Hi, this is Caslin, and today we are going to talk about Buy Now Pay Later apps. BNPL. So, what is BNPL? BNPL is Buy Now Pay Later, and it is exactly what it means. It lets you buy now and pay later, usually with no interest or any fees. It also lets you split your bill into intervals, such as 3 months or a few weeks. It is totally in your comfort and there are no fees or interest. It is quite convenient, right? ये बहुत आसान बना देता है हमारे लिए, हम लोग आराम से पे कर सकते. Suppose if I bought something for 900 rupees this month, I can split this expense into 3 months. 300 इस महीने पे करूंगी, next महीने 300 and उसके next महीने 300. Now suppose my pocket money is 1000 rupees. So 900 का कुछ लेना actually kind of rob me if it's split into 3 parts, 300, 300, 300. I'm not really losing out on much and I still have 700 rupees to spend this month. This is where Buy Now Pay Later comes in and helps you purchase more in a way. Now the younger audience is more likely to use this since they don't have access to cash as much as people who are earning or above 23, 25 do. So since younger demographic is the one who's using BNPL the most, we're just going to try and decode if it's actually good for them. Now, how does BNPL work? It is very easy because you just have to download an app, give in your contact number, they do a soft check on your credit score and they provide you with a credit limit without knowing if you're earning or not. Who are you? And ऊपर से most of these BNPL apps give credit limits based on an algorithm. अभी algorithm के ऊपर दे रहे तो फिर they're not really effectively checking if you can pay it back. Now, why is BNPL important? See, if you are earning well and you have a constant source of income, BNPL is anything but bad for you because you can repay your debts on time and it also helps you split your expenses into 3 parts or more. It also helps you kind of build a credit score, especially among youngsters, because 21 years stuck, you can't get a credit card. And getting access early on to credit will only help us become more aware and responsive to our credit needs and how we need to utilize the credit. And honestly, BNPL कोई क्यों नहीं use करेगा? क्योंकि you get points and rewards on the app and then also it helps you build your credit score early on and plus it's free cash in a way until you have to pay for it, right? So who wouldn't love this? There's no reason to not use this unless you cannot pay your debt back. Now coming to the drawbacks of using BNPL, there are many, especially if you're not earning. Because Buy Now Pay Later का scene क्या है? Since the expense is split into 3 parts, you are inclined to spend more if you had a pocket money of 1000 rupees say per month. बट अभी तुम्हारे पास BNPL है तो यू कैन स्पेंड मोर. लाइक आई सेड, मैंने 900 की चीज ली तो 300 ही भरना है इस महीने. So that means I can actually purchase more. मेरा purchasing power बढ़ जाता है कि I can maybe purchase things worth of 3000 rupees at no extra cost. I just have to split it into 3 months and pay it आराम से. ये split payment method की वजह से we all start thinking, oh वो तो बाद में आराम से pay कर लेंगे करके we are inclined to spend more and we are also not feeling very guilty क्योंकि हमारे बैंक अकाउंट से directly deduct नहीं हो रहा है. Even I use this one Buy Now Pay Later app and it's very convenient for me to just show that card and spend because मुझे आराम से पे करना है करके it never really consciously sets in my mind that I only have to pay it later. And students also love using this type of payment method because it's quite convenient for them, right? Given कि 10,000 5,000 का credit limit मिल रहा है and आराम से they can pay through the coming months. But the problem here that comes is once you falter on any of your payments, it takes a huge hit on your credit score. Starting में जब तुम्हें credit limit दी जाती है तभी इतना ज़्यादा credit score check नहीं किया जाता. So they give you a credit limit based on the algorithm, like I've said. But because of them giving you credit limit based on an algorithm, you might not be entitled to the credit limit that you have right now, which in turn will lead you into debt. And it is definitely not good since you won't be able to pay it off because you're not earning, you don't have a constant source of income, or maybe it just exceeds your income sometimes. So jab you show that you're unable to pay, it takes a huge hit on your credit score, which means pulling your credit score down heavily. And then when you actually come of age and can get a credit card, you won't be able to because of your bad credit habits in the past. There is also an issue with some of the Buy Now Pay Later apps where they open loan accounts against your name. So what usually happens when you get a credit card is under your credit score एक column होता है ये credit card है तुम्हारे पास. But when you open a new BNPL account, a personal loan का account is opened against your name. Personal loans are never good against your credit score. So that is one drawback, since it's not shown as a credit card but as a personal loan. There was also this case study by Credit Karma where 1/3 of the users of Buy Now Pay Later who had faltered on one or two payments, 72% of them had seen a drop in their credit score. Now, what is the difference between a Buy Now Pay Later app and a credit card? Buy Now Pay Later is obviously good for youngsters since उनको credit limit पहले से ही दी जाती है. But in the case of a credit card, you need to be of a certain age, you need to have a certain income level और FD चाहिए जिसके against you can take a credit card. नहीं तो तुम्हें credit card मिलने की chances नहीं है. And not everyone gets a credit card. It's only the people who actually have money get a credit card. But Buy Now Pay Later सबको दिया जाता है because they are trying to attract all consumers who cannot get a credit card. अब इतने से बात से तो पता ही चल गया होगा जिनको credit card ही नहीं मिल रहा उनको BNPL दिया जाए, they will obviously not pay back the credit that they owe, right? Which in turn will only degrade their financial health further. Now all these brands, Zest, Money Slice, Uni, Lazy Pay and all depend on algorithms. They give you credit score based on how your previous transactions have been rather than your actual credit score. कि अगर तुमने सारे payments time पे करे हैं तो your credit limit will go on increasing. अगर नहीं किए तो फिर वही रहेगा या फिर कम होगा. Whereas a credit card is given with a credit limit depending on your income level. ठीक से check करते हैं तुम्हारा credit score कैसा है, how have you been dealing with debt in the past, and वो सब factors देखने के बाद they give you a credit card. Whereas using BNPL is quite easier than that. Also, Buy Now Pay Later is not as regulated as credit cards are. Like credit cards का एक चीज पता होना चाहिए, लेकिन BNPL का it's not as regulated or supervised. And since there's no proper regulation, there is a higher risk of scams taking place. Okay, so now we can see that BNPL is good as long as you can pay back the amount that you have spent. Because अगर नहीं करोगे तो credit score तो affect होना ही है. नहीं तो it is very nice since there are a lot of discounts and offers on using BNPL apps. Plus, it's very easy to use also, and people love when it's easy. Like EMI, no interest, no fees. वो सब actually attract the consumers a lot. So if you are going to be using BNPL or you are using BNPL currently, just be careful about it and make sure you don't go over your spending limits. So RBI is also going to release a set of new guidelines for BNPL players, which will help regulate the whole market. So really looking forward to that. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want me to make a video on something else, let me know in the comments below.